Everyone declared the dynasty dead. They said New England had finally exhausted its reservoir of answers, that this was just another failed rebuild destined for obscurity. Another promising young quarterback was going to be wasted by dysfunction. Another former player turned head coach was attempting, and inevitably failing, to recapture lightning in a bottle. The script was written. The Patriots would show fleeting flashes of competence, steal a few meaningless wins, and then fade quietly back into irrelevance. But what if we've been reading the story all wrong? What if the total collapse wasn't a failure, but a necessary purge? What if hitting absolute rock bottom was the only way to strip away everything safe, everything conservative, and everything that had made them utterly predictable? Because now, as they march towards Super Bowl 60 with a quarterback who plays without fear and a head coach who thrives on aggression, the Patriots are no longer haunted by their past. They are busy constructing something far more volatile. And the most terrifying part for the rest of the league is that they're only just beginning to understand what that means. To comprehend the magnitude of this resurrection, you must first revisit the depths of the decay. You have to go back to 2023, when the Patriots weren't merely bad, they were a historical embarrassment, a franchise operating at a fundamental deficit. This was supposed to be a season of stabilization. Bill Belichick was still the architect, Mac Jones was entering his critical third year as the starter, and the expectation was that the pieces would finally coalesce. Instead, the entire operation imploded. A 4-13 record was just a surface statistic. The reality was a 72-3 scoring deficit over a two-game stretch, a number so absurd it feels like a typo. The offense endured 34 consecutive possessions without finding the end zone. Mac Jones was benched repeatedly behind an offensive line that offered no protection, targeting receivers who couldn't separate, all while executing a playbook that seemed designed to fail. The conversation wasn't about playoff chances, it was a genuine debate about whether this was the worst team the organization had ever fielded. The Patriot way, that legendary culture of relentless excellence, appeared not just diluted, but extinct. This was a full-scale organizational catastrophe, and the suffering was far from over. Somehow, 2024 managed to intensify the dysfunction. With Belichick gone, the franchise turned to Jared Mayo, a respected former linebacker brimming with Patriots pedigree, to restore the championship standard. The result was a catastrophic mismatch of vision and reality. The team stumbled to another 4-13 finish, opening the season 1-6 and enduring a 6-game losing streak, their longest in decades. The roster talent had somehow eroded further. Then came the pivotal moment that laid the internal rot bare. Mayo publicly labeled his own team soft after a loss. The comment detonated. Media members eviscerated the critique, fans began calling for his job by mid-season, and the disillusionment became so palpable that home games saw visibly thinning crowds. This was beyond bad football. This was an identity completely obliterated. When the 2024 season mercifully concluded, Mayo was dismissed. 2 consecutive years matching the franchise's worst ever record. 2 years of sheer humiliation. Yet, from within this smoldering wreckage, the Patriots were preparing a pivot so sharp it would blindside the entire NFL. On January 12, 2025, the course of the franchise changed with a single announcement: Mike Vrabel was returning home as head coach. This was not another experimental hire. Vrabel was New England. A cornerstone linebacker for 8 seasons and a 3-time Super Bowl champion, his induction into the Patriots Hall of Fame in 2023 cemented his legacy. He didn't need a manual to understand the pressures and expectations of Foxborough, he had authored chapters of it. But his danger lay in what he wasn't. Vrabel was no Belichick replica. He arrived with his own hardened identity, forged over 6 seasons leading the Tennessee Titans. There, he compiled a 54-45 record, reached the playoffs 3 times, advanced to an AFC championship, and earned NFL Coach of the Year honors in 2021. He possessed a proven ability to elevate teams beyond their paper talent, a nuanced understanding of modern offensive demands, and, most critically, a deep-seated philosophical aggression. Upon his arrival, Vrabel signaled his primary mission by zeroing in on Drake May. The quarterback had just concluded a rookie season buried within the 4-13 chaos. His stat line: 15 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a footnote on a sinking ship. But Vrabel saw past the numbers. He saw raw material that could be forged into a weapon. Drake May, the third overall pick in the 2024 draft, entered the league with the prototypical tools but was placed in an impossible situation. The Patriots cautiously sat him initially, but his starting debut in Week 6, a loss to the Texans, showcased the frustrating paradox: clear flashes of high-level talent, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, undermined by the crumbling infrastructure around him. His rookie year concluded with 2,276 yards, 15 scores, and 10 picks across 12 starts. He was promising, yet adrift. Vrabel's regime altered his trajectory overnight. By reuniting with offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, Vrabel engineered an offensive rebuild tailored exclusively to May's strengths. They distilled the playbook, designed early, high-percentage throws to cement his rhythm and confidence, and then unleashed him. The conservative shackles were off. The directive was to attack. By Week 5 of the 2025 season against the Buffalo Bills, the transformation was televised. May, displaying a newfound fearlessness, completed 22 of 30 passes for 273 yards and engineered a precise, 37-yard game-winning drive in the final minutes to set up a decisive field goal. The Patriots won 23-20. This was no longer a rookie drowning in circumstances, this was a franchise quarterback thriving because of them. Yet, May's ascent was only one pillar of the revival. While the offense discovered its identity, the defense was undergoing a metamorphosis into something genuinely intimidating. Vrabel imported his defensive ethos, a physical, confrontational, and blitz-heavy philosophy engineered to suffocate opposing quarterbacks. He installed Terrell Williams as defensive coordinator, a trusted lieutenant from his Tennessee days. Though Williams later had to step back from play-calling duties for health reasons, the system's principles were already deeply embedded in the staff. The impact was instantaneous and profound. The Patriots' defense, a unit that ranked among the league's most forgiving in 2024, transformed into a fortress, allowing a mere 18.8 points per game in 2025, the fourth-best mark in the NFL. Vrabel meticulously reshaped the personnel in his image, adding pieces that fit his aggressive schematic puzzle. He retooled the defensive front, instilling a predatory mindset. By the time the playoffs arrived, this unit wasn't just competent, it was dominant. In the wild card round, they held Justin Herbert and the Chargers' explosive offense to a humiliating 3 points, sacking Herbert 5 times through a relentless barrage of pressures and disguised coverages. The divisional round against the Houston Texans was a masterclass in defensive violence, a performance so physically imposing it announced a new, darker era for Patriots football. This wasn't the methodical, mistake-averse defense of the past dynasty. This was faster, louder, and engineered to create chaos. This is the essence of what makes the current Patriots uniquely threatening. They operate with the liberating audacity of a team that has nothing left to lose. Traditional dynasties are predictable, their blueprints are studied, their tendencies mapped. But this iteration of the Patriots defies a clear blueprint. They are an exhilarating fusion of calculated offensive execution and defensive anarchy, led by a quarterback growing more formidable by the week and a head coach whose strategic default is aggression. The past years of embarrassment and ridicule have forged a collective chip on the shoulder of the entire roster. The catastrophic collapse, therefore, was not an ending. It was an essential cleansing. It incinerated the comfortable, the conservative, and the predictable. What emerged from the ashes was not a careful reconstruction of the past, but a bold evolution into an unknown future. From 4-13 to AFC champions in a single season. From a league-wide punchline to the grandest stage in sports. The dynasty never ended. It simply shed its skin and re-emerged in a form the NFL has never before encountered. Win or lose in the Super Bowl, the message is unequivocal: the Patriots are back. And they are far more dangerous than anyone ever anticipated.